Good morning. We're still trying to figure this new camera out. There we go. A little better. Yeah, better. Not 100%, but better. Hey, Joe. Good morning. How are you? Give me a second. Let's take this off. Knock all this stuff off because we are going to start cleaning. Charles, good morning. What's going on, brother? So, oh yeah, this is much better. At least from this perspective, it is much better. Plastic containers. Time to start putting some shit away. Who do we want to start with? We are going to start with whoever's in this fucking box. I'm well, who started the legs on the camel. Nice. Yeah, Joe, after you mentioned the camel, I went and looked on my Plaza Japan account just to see what's out there, what's available. And yeah, there's a bunch of Maquet still available. I'm thinking, ooh. And it is cheaper than the link that you sent me. The downside to it is the shipping will be substantially higher. So because I've got theoretically a good size order ready to go, it will hopefully be, who the fuck knows with what's going on now in the world, but it should hopefully be benign. Not sure. Just gonna tip this thing down a little bit more. Again, what I'm trying to do is just get this thing better aligned so that I don't care if I clip the top of my head, but I'd like to see if we can get maybe some of this bench here. Charles, what's going on, man? Slowly dying. Okay. Slowly dying at work. Hopefully not. I hope not. Well, pain money was benign. Oh, yeah. Lop that off. Oof, man. Again, all that aside, like I said, the political stuff is certainly, everybody's got to have their own battle. What's going on right now and how it's going to, somebody once said to me, it's like when it starts to impact us personally, that's when people are going to start getting pissed off. So our hobby is about to get impacted by what's going on right now with the war in Iran. And yes, it is a war. Got sun poisoning and it decided to hit me right before work. Holy shit. Charles, what the hell's up? Were you just outside for an extensive period of time and it just got to you? Hey, Peter. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, dude, that's scary shit. That's some scary shit. All right. I'm going to put things, I've got only 3 bins. Excuse me as I drool. I'm going to go get some more later today. But I'm going to start boxing up a bunch of stuff. In fact, no, first one's going to be that little tank right there. I need to get this stuff off the bench here. This guy might just stay here for a second. We'll see. Was mowing my in-laws' yard, which took 5 hours on a 0 turn. Next day, on a 0 turn. Next day, I mowed mine. It was so little extra. Oh my God, Charles, yeah, man, dude. I'm assuming not enough water consumed during that time. Ooh boy, brother, I'm hoping you're all right. how bad are things at work? Meaning, like, how bad are you suffering at work? All right. So we're going to put away, like I said, it's not that it's going away permanently. It's just that I can't have parts placed on this bench here without any ability to manage them. So we will get back to this model at some point. I do want to finish this model, T3485. I'm also getting to the point where everything doesn't have to be finished to a supremely high level. Meaning that, you know what, if the model, you want to finish it, but it doesn't have to be a perfect model, don't let it be a perfect model. Don't worry about it. Probably not been drinking the shit out of water while here. Thankfully, work has gone well. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, Charles. Anyway, just take it easy, brother, because, man, that's not stuff you want to fuck with, right? Okay, we're going to leave that there. All right, let's see. Yeah, see, this is the stupidity of what George does. And I'm not, look, guys, I'm kind of, yeah, I'm stupid. You know? I'm being stupid. So this is, and this is actually, funny enough, this thing is even ready to go, you know? I've got enough stuff done on here that I could actually get to the paint phase. Hey, Kevin, good morning. Only 3 days to go. We are also losing another guy at my campus, so more work for us. Oh, boy. Charles, are you guys mandated, meaning that actually, I'm just going to do this. That if you don't have enough staff, are you guys mandated to do overtime? Ooh, this could be good. Well, I might just do this. I might just box this thing up as is because there's more stuff here. We just like covering our campus because everyone else fucks shit. Nice. Yeah. The Meng water slides do not go with the T3485, by the way. Okay. Let's get this thing up and at 'em. So let's drop all that stuff in there. Hey, Nick, good morning. What's going on, brother? Been on the hunt for a T34. Oh, have you really? This one here, I think there's a lot of complexity to this model, and that's surprising considering it's a Flyhawk, and Flyhawk usually has a huge reputation, especially for their ships. I am not enjoying this. I was not enjoying this build much. In fact, yeah, there's stuff here that's probably going to have to get reworked in order to make it viable. It's a good model. It's a super detailed model, but it's kind of like a lot of these little, like the Vespid and a couple of other ones that I've worked on. The Vespid, shit, which one was it? I'm spacing out on which one it was. It was the Leopard. It was like, this is just way overly complex. There is somebody who's done like what scale, what size did you want, or what scale were you looking at, Charles, for T-34s? And I ran plan for some time to soccer style. Yeah. It'll be destroyed anyways. In that case, yeah. Then certainly, I mean, the Flyhawk stuff used to be fairly inexpensive on AliExpress. I'm not sure how inexpensive it is now. What's going on, Ken? Good morning. 172, I believe. Yeah. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I'm kind of wondering. Actually, I don't think they have yet. Menga's been releasing a lot of the 172nd scale stuff. And it's a lot of it is based on the 135th scale models that they've done. I don't know that Menga's ever done a 135th T-34, not that I recall. If they had, I would be optimistic that they would release one in 172nd. All right, so while we're cleaning the bench, I'm also going to be modifying my list here, like, assembling, probably call it a shelf queen, meaning that it's going to be here and ready to start getting worked on. Like is it really a shelf queen? Actually. At the workbench. Yeah, that's fine. Paint booth. No, that's not accurate anymore. Let's see what's in it. And I do have shelf queens. Under work desk and shelf queen. Huh. I need to consolidate. Shelf Duchess. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that later on. But right now, what I am gonna do is we are gonna find the T-34, and we are going to mark it, I think, as a shelf queen. Shelf Countess. Hey, Robert. Good morning. How are you? So what I do is I'm just going into my spreadsheet and just going to find the T-34 and just mark its column at, what the fuck was that? There it is. Flyhawk. It's not in the backlog. Shelf Queen. It's no longer in box 3. Bing. There we go. Morning. Yeah, that's what's going to have the tank destroyed with a power line falling over it and some dirty radiated water. Oh, that sounds cool. I'll keep my eyes peeled for you, Charles. See if there's a T-34 somewhere out there that may be viable for something like that. Especially, it's like I wouldn't go out and, I mean, getting a detailed one would be good, but a hyper detailed may not be necessary. Robert, Ken. So the backlog isn't even up to date. So what's the real number? Oh, I can give you the real number. No, the numbers are correct. It's more a matter. So when I've started a kit, normally what I do is I flag it in my spreadsheet to say it's either being assembled, it's been completed, or what have you. I haven't updated things, so the location of the model is inaccurate. The status of the model is inaccurate. It's in the list. I'm still stuck on this mandatory. How is this? Appreciate it. Yeah. How is this legal, or is it just socialist European countries not getting the brilliant idea of zero employee rights? Yeah, I think it's the latter one. Yeah, y'all don't get it. Yeah. Employee rights? I'm sorry. If you're not moneyed, you have no rights in this country. So get the fuck out. It won't need to be super accurate. Hey, Joe. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the list, I will get it updated. So what I'm doing today, you guys probably saw if you saw the intro. Today is just cleaning the bench. It's a good time to do it. I'm going to start putting shit away. Nobody has commented on the camera yet. I'm curious to see what people think. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. T34. The Meng kits will definitely not reside in their boxes because the Meng boxes are shit. It's better. Okay. I'm just looking at the colors on this thing, and like the shirt colors are popping. I'm not getting that excessive high contrast. You can actually get some depth. More desk visible, I believe. Yeah, that's some of that's positioning a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm trying to get the desk a little bit. It does have a wider field frame as well. We're too busy basking in the warm tones to comment. Oh, please, Ken. I thought something was up. It's a lot better color. Yeah. And it actually also, I did play with it a little bit last night after I got back from the meeting, which I'll talk about in a bit. It's better in its autofocus, but still not great. So let's just pull out the Harpy just because it's here. If I come in a little bit. Yeah, see, it's still like all these cameras. I don't know what it is that they're focusing on. Maybe it's this light. I don't know. But last night I did get the focus better than I'm getting it to focus now. So anyway, we'll see. Figure it out. Look, it is what it is. In much more fun news, my first flight for Japan takes off in 17 hours, 31 minutes, and 30 seconds. So we're not going to have the pleasure of your company tomorrow, Peter, are we? The demo sucks. I know. Death by demo, as we used to call it at my tweeter days. I had an extra dim setting on. Yeah, way better. Nice. Maybe hold it still. I think what I need to... Let's try this. Still seems to be focusing more on the background. There it goes. That's better. And actually, I can get pretty close in there too, so that's better. Let's try that again with the light on now. A little experimentation here. Woo! Mercy. Hello. Hi. Now I'm totally blurry. I love it. Now the focus is completely like on this thing. Nope, this camera sucks. Yeah. Well, now I'm out of focus. So let's see how long it takes for it to focus on me. Fucking technology. Hey, Tom. Good morning. How are you? Probably not. I will just need a backup repeat to keep reminding you of your Jurassic Agent glitch. Yeah, nice. Wow, that's kind of wild. Now it's like everything is focused up close, but it's lost the ability to focus back. There it goes. Now it's catching up. Another camera. I don't want to do another camera. It's like this is the one we're going to deal with. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is currently plugged into my laptop. Not that I think that that's what's creating this, but we'll see. But this is a this is a new camera. This is the one I picked up last night from Micro Center. This is third time's the charm. This one is certainly better. I think its autofocus is better, not remarkably so. The contrast and colors seem to be much better. And some people pointed out that it's also covering a little bit more of the bench, which I think is good too. Sure you didn't buy the auto blur? Yeah, I thought so. I thought it said autofocus, but I could have read it incorrectly, and it could have been auto blur. You've been using for the past year. The one that's built into the laptop. The issue is the laptop's probably going to go. I'm going to try to connect this all to a small PC and mount a monitor here. May end up doing that tomorrow. We'll see. Clint, good morning. What's going on, brother? Alrighty, that's done. Let's go to the Meng. Always good to have Clint here. Clint, are you heading over to Jersey today? Well, actually, you're in Jersey, but are you heading over to MosquitoCon? A few of my boys are down there. Excuse me. And I do want to get back to this because this is the Abrams, which was really fun. Getting the interior detailed a little bit. I do have most of this stuff all in sticks. Again, just it's ready to go. Yeah, so this is the kind of project that, if I look at the stuff that I have on sticks, I need to get projects done. I legit need to get projects done. Just getting ready for. Oh, you are going to SkeeterCon? Yes, yay! Use our surveillance company with your leftover cameras. I could. Yeah. Or I could just return them, which is what I've been doing because I don't want them. Pop and swap. So sad to miss the con, but vacation more important. Yeah. Tom, when's your wife showing up? Tony, good morning, brother. How are you? So last night we had our Patriot meeting, and I did show I did bring the J8 M1, the Shusui, which was well received. I appreciated that. It actually looked pretty good, given some of the other stuff on the tables, I can't really complain, Sometimes I guess, we kind of target perfection and maybe we shouldn't target perfection, right? Let's get this on a stick. Like so. And let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. See a bag full of bodies, right? Let's see if I can do it this way. Ooh, very close. Anyway, yeah, fuck it. It's not going to zoom. Trying to finish as many kits before she returns, so she doesn't see the collection, Tom. Let's see. Ooh, I missed a bunch. Tony, hi, Tony. Yeah, my buddy is gonna have a vendor's booth, so gonna help him. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a good idea to finish your shelf queens. Yeah, it's time, without a doubt. It's getting to the point of necessity. So this is why I think, will I start new projects? The good thing is I am snapping some stuff up upstairs. Like I did start the 1/72 scale GM Canon, and it's an interesting kit. I'm enjoying it, but it's definitely got some third-party challenges to it. Sometime in May. Ooh, mercy. Okay. Let's see. I'm doing okay. Sorry I'm late. I was painting early. Dude, you don't ever have to apologize. Tony, always just good to see you, my friend. Morning, Clint. Trying to finish as many kits before she returns. Then I can hide them so she doesn't see. Always target perfection. Always target perfection. No. I think always target doing your best, but I'm not sure perfection. Because I think my feeling is if you try to target perfection, you will end up being disappointed. Okay, I think we're going to fold the instructions a little differently here. Let's get this thing. I think you should target doing your best. I think the problem when you're dealing with perfection is that you then get to the point where, you know, if you take a look, for example, like if I look at the stuff that I thought was perfect at this last week's show at ValleyCon, particularly Bob McRae's stuff. You know, his stuff was like incredible. I mean, this guy is like, I'm in many ways is a master, and it's like, you know, you can get very disappointed very quickly in that I'm not good enough. You know, whereas I do try to, it's like, okay, I see where this guy's going. Let's see how close I can get to this and try to improve on a daily basis. Just maintain the understanding. You will always miss. Yes. Okay. That I agree with. F4J is coming soon. So last kit I can get before she returns too. You're funny. The Gunpla stuff for me is going to be perpetually in progress. I feel it's easier to finish traditional kits than Gunpla. In some ways, particularly with painting, it could be. Robert Heiklint. All right, so we got that one done. Now I've got to mark that one as a shelf queen. And that is the Abrams. I'm sorry. That is the Bradley, not the Abrams. Should I start on the Tamiya F4B or the Academy F4J? I don't know. They both look the same to me. We were actually talking about F4s because one of our guys brought a 148 scale Pip. He brought a 148 scale. I can't remember. It was an F4, one of the versions. And he had 450 decals on that thing. It's like, oh my God. It's been a work in progress for him for a while now. Verka level of decals. Did they really have that many? I don't know. There's something about the decals on an F4, like 450, like ultra tiny ones. I don't know. I've never seen them. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't done many Verkas, so I can't really say, I guess. If you say you're not good, to call so I can smack you. Self-harm starts with that. Stop it. No. Oh, no. I don't think it's about that. Because here's the thing. I'm stupid. I know that I'm not good. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try. You know, I just know that I'm not going to become this guy. Hey, by the way, anybody who is going to MosquitoCon, he is going to be there. I would absolutely encourage you to seek him out and talk with him. So, guys, just to show you real quickly, I'm going to assume, because he's traveling around, the models that he's carrying, I'm going to put this up here. So you'll maybe see something like that, like his snow speeder, but all of his stuff has some kind of labeling down below, might have some books. That you have to check out. And again, I don't care for the subject, but I will say that his that model is, you've got to see that and then see if he can explain what he did on that model. So he is going to be there. Bruce McRae, that's his name. Sorry, God, I'm spacing out. That's how I differentiate. Kentucky is legendary for having a stupid amount of decals. Yeah, 168. Well, that's not so bad. Nope. Robert, the F4 had over 400. Language dictates action. True enough, Joe. God, Joe's becoming quite the philosopher. You're philosophizing. I love it. Anyway, if you're going to MosquitoCon, check out his models. seek him out, have him talk to you about his models and his background. Absolutely do recommend. Only if you put them on. Only if you put them on. Good as a matter of opinion. What's more important is how much fun you have. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like I was saying last night, the J8M1, the plane was, the finish work is just is good. It's not great. And it was like a challenge to put it all together, and some parts of it sucked, but did I enjoy doing? Oh yeah, I loved it. That little plane was fun. That is amazing. That is awesome. Yeah, guys, check out this guy's work. Go to I would certainly, if you're like going to an IPMS event, he and his wife, I guess, kind of travel the country. He's, I guess, retired at this point. So he and his wife travel the country and they go to various shows. And he went to ValleyCon. Again, small show in Western Massachusetts, but he was there, did great. Glad to have a chance to talk to him, look at his stuff. That Rockin' on Bach, that dinosaur playing the organ, that was, from a story perspective, a uniqueness perspective, was an amazing model. I took so many photos of that soldier and dog. Yeah. And I still have to see if I can find the article for you, Robert. I know I have it somewhere. I'll have to go through my IPMS journals. What scale is that F4 to have? 148. Pip only builds 148. I've been reviewing instructions on ScaleMate to see how the construction process is. My purchases have been based on that recently. Really? I just buy stuff that's fun and historical. Hey, Clint, by the way, is your buddy who's going to be selling stuff, do they have any really old historical models? I'm bumming for not going down to MosquitoCon, only because I'd love to have, first of all, caught up with everybody, but also to check out Wise Guys. I'm itching to add a few more models to the historical collection. I sent you an IG video. Thank you. I'll take a look at that afterward, Robert. I appreciate it. Yeah, to me, an F4B construction process is very different from the Academy. Yep. I think you'll find that paint process really interesting. Yeah, I will. No, sir, just newer mecha stuff and some stuff I sold to him. Cool. Clint, are you now? You said you're kind of coming back into the creative side of things. Are you focusing more on Warhammer or on Gundam, or both, or neither? He's a huge part of supporting our group. Oh, cool. Who is this? Is this part of the Richie's group? I don't know why I'm spacing out on the name. I keep wanting to call it Sieg New York, and I know it's not that anymore. Tamiya is two side by side halves. Well, the Academy is top to bottom halves. Interesting. Hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Let's pull out these guys. These guys are going to get put into, yeah. Oh, fucking let go. In here. V-fin. Actually, I'll put the V-fin down low. Fuck you. Guys, give me a second here. Toss all these bits and bobs in here as well. Like the, I got the modifications done to that to shorten it are pretty cool. I enjoyed doing that. Yeah, this is another one that's pretty damn close to ready for paint. The only thing I want to do, in looking at some artwork, yeah, So while I'm going through this, I might actually talk about this. So for people who've been following me for a long, long, long while, that is the entry grade that I just basically just took a bunch of, let's see if I can do this, took a hot blade to, hot other things to, and just kind of like marked it all up. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit. It's almost coming into focus. Anyway, so a lot of damage done to this thing. Oops, let me just kind of do this. I did a lot of just experimental stuff. I think a lot of it is very excessive. Pull it back to 6 inches. Yeah, I might do it. Maybe just kind of do it slowly. It kind of got in. Let's see. I'm gonna fight it. In any case, there's a lot of like experimentation with damage on this thing. A lot of it is excessive, but what it allowed me to do is start thinking a little bit about what the damage is going to be that's going to happen on the actual freebie Gundam. So this, what I need to do on the freebie is start getting ready to mark it up, score it, and then it's ready for paint, really. Let's see. Right now working on a Dobbin PGU. Oh, nice. How's that going so far? So not much dealing with seam lines. Make Warhammer Gundam. I need to get better at scratch building so I can make a goof taken over by orcs. The only way you're going to get better, Robert, is do. Come on. We were just talking about this. Whoa, new group? I think that's just Richie's group. I don't think it's a new group. I could be wrong. Grabbing coffee PG is surprisingly good. Some minor fitment adjustments, but nothing too bad. Hopefully get the inner frame primed this weekend. Nice. As Geo's voodoo against mean modelers. Yeah, to rescribe the panel lines on the camel. Had to rescribe the panels. They were shallow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes you got to give them a little bit of a deepness. Any case, so this is this will be fun. And you guys might remember, some of the newer guys here might remember some of this. What the fuck is that? That is not a part. Yeah, we got potentially some new hands here. But you guys might remember the work that was done on this Zaku head. Let's see if I can get this to zoom in a bit. About 6 inches out. Almost. Woo. Anyway, all that wiring that was done there. I'm going to have to maybe play with some settings on this thing. One round, YouTube have over 1,000 kits. He makes custom walking tanks. That's cool looking. Nice. Does it for his comics. Really? There was a disagreement within the group, and sadly, Richie decided to leave. It really bummed me out. I can go into details another time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'd love to hear that story. Yeah. It's too bad. Schisming is kind of weird. Unless, of course, you're talking about like, new type Tim, which leaving him is always a good thing in my opinion, but I'm assuming that's not who we're talking about. I think I posted it on to YouTube on somewhere. All right. Anyway, that's another shelf queen. That's the freebie Gundam. Ooh. I don't even know what the fuck that thing is listed under. Only 36 RX 78s. God damn, kilogram. But again, that does include like the Atlas, the American type. He has tanks, planes, cars, anime, property, sci-fi. Yeah, that would make sense. You're talking about this guy, that guy, of course, because you're basically just buying kits just to do, customization. Peter was showing me a Hobby Japan MOOC last night. One of my different Peter, a new type. Isn't that a store? It is, but it's also it's more than just a store. It's also what they call it. One of the, I don't know, who knows what a new type is in Gundam. They seem to change it all the time. So we were trying to keep moving forward with everything. Shame because I'm starting to get into the hobby again. Yeah, talk about multiples. He has lots of multiples. Well, again, if you're doing that because you want the parts, that's different than I just want to build the same thing over and over and over again. Building experience version. That's the one. That was the one that I picked up at the okay, it is listed as a shelf queen. Good. That's the one that I picked up at the 2019 hobby. I'm sorry, the Anime NYC. All right, so that one's good to go. The EG. Let's see if I've got the EG in here because that's probably part of it as well. EG. Battle Damage Mule. It's not in the. No, it's a shelf queen. There we go. Okay. I got that. What do you consider a shelf queen? Anything that's been started and kind of stopped in the middle of something. So like the Harpy, I'd consider a shelf queen. The Gyan Krieger is a shelf queen. That tank up there is a shelf queen. They're just sitting on the shelf. They're partly constructed and more than just like a snap. It's actually kind of like pretty deep into it, ready for paint as an example. That it is a project that I wanted to finish, and then just suddenly something distracted me, or just something came up. I think at this rate, they should all be considered shelf concubines. But yeah, they could be, except thankfully they're not breeding, which is good. All right, those can go away. All right. What time is it? Plenty of time. I love it. All right, looking to see if I've got anything else. Yeah, so these are the spare parts for the Maquet Raccoon. These. Oh, that's interesting. Copyright Ko Yokoyama? Yeah, I don't think so. There should only be one queen in Geo's household. Everyone else are concubines. You're a funny man, Tom. All right. The cat figure. I can start getting rid of some of this shit. Actually, it's not even a bother anymore. Throw that out. I'll recycle that. So when I finish something, I always kind of tag it. put a little note inside the bag just so I know what I'm looking at when I'm kind of going through everything in a bag. So what ends up happening when I snap something together or I build something and it's not a shelf queen, it's just like I've assembled it. It might be a long-term project. I might give it away. I haven't decided yet. It goes into a bin. So a lot of the Bandai stuff that I'm snapping up is basically just put into a bag, tossed into a bin, marked on the spreadsheet, and then labeled so I can go back to it at some point. And I'm going to go through a bunch of that stuff in the next year or so, and there's going to be stuff that's going to get given away because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stuff there. It's like, yeah, you know what? I either didn't enjoy the build, don't really care. It's like I thought the design would have been better, didn't really care for it, so get moved on. Need to get more Ziploc bags. Oh, I got a ton. Oh, I got a ton. That goes there in the spare parts area. Wow. Actually starting to clean shit up. I love it. I got to find something to do with the Harpy in a little bit. Let's get this Paladin. God, I got to tell you, this is a nice thing about going through some of this stuff. That thing right there. Man. Fuck me. I'm like, I look at this thing and it's like, it's like suddenly it's like saying, don't you want to finish this? Ah! Don't you want to finish this? God damn. It actually includes this entire area that just gets mounted right on top here. Including that entire thing that just gets mounted right on the face of it. Look at this thing. Yay, refocused. Yeah. There's a that doesn't belong. Crusher Joe pilot figure. Definitely not with this kit. I'll leave that with the Harpy for the second. This thing also included, yeah, you can actually see, here it is. It's actually coming out of the bag. This thing included a little wheat light. Or did you? No, it didn't. Did it include one, or do you have to go get one? I can't recall now. This one here would probably end up getting an LED. There's a rescue mech for you. Oh yeah, I like its weapon though. It can't really be a rescue mech with that big fucking cannon right on the side of its arm. Nah. Look at this thing. I mean, I gotta tell you, the entire design of all of this, I love this thing. I absolutely just adore what this thing looks like. Anyway, this is going to have to be a long-term project because there's so much I want to do with this. Even just that box art. Take a look at that fucking box art. It's spectacular. And back in the day, like I said, you could put in a little wheat light in it, and then you can see the wheat light right there. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit. See all the different poses on it. Mr. Color, how much we loved you. Amphibian Engineering and Rescue. Oh, I don't know. This one, I don't know. I don't know about this one. This one is like, this one I'm still like completely up in the air about what I want to do with it. Really lining up my kids for the paint booth. And one weekend, hit them all. God knows I have enough sticks to mount them all. Joe, you sound like me, brother. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That's me. I need to take out the air con. Yes, you do. Finish that sucker up. Come on, Tom. You know you want to do it. I mean, what's taking you so long? I mean, the thing was 90% complete. There we go. God. Yeah, I keep looking at this thing and it's like, man. Okay. Let's lit it. I have until next PackCon. That's coming up in less than 6 months. Let's see. Make sure I do that, Joe. But that touched each other, and things were not pretty. But there's some nice rescue policing kits from Pat Labor. There were. And Pat Labor was one of the things that came to mind, but I'm still thinking of some kind of a mech that will have the ability to have like stretchers being able to be placed on it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that and what model will look good with that. As you glue the landing gear shut, gotta put it in on a nice stand. Oh yeah, I know that's the way it should be. Just like, I mean, that, as I mentioned last night during our Patriot meeting, it's like planes are meant to fly. Put them in fly mode. That was definitely a Mecha Cop. But we're coming to RG. Oh, really? Ooh, that could be interesting. Here's how the new Bandai ones are. I have the old Bandai ones and the newer Aoshima kits. Yeah, I've been eyeing the newer Aoshima ones, but again, just not. It's just not worth the juice. Ain't worth the squeeze right now for the cost. All right, got that one right there. Let's mark that one. This is the Paladin. Strategy Powered Armor Paladin pack 48Z. Assembled. Shortlist. I think we need to put that location. Shelf Queen. There we go. I plan on rescuing the old kits I have and making them into crashed kits. Nice. These are the old Revel P51, P38, and Falk Wolf. Falk Wolf. Nice. All right, this. God. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do with that guy for a second. Okay, let's see. Anything else down here? Yeah. Oh man. Oof. All right. Be way old. This one's going back long time, Sunshine. And where is There it is. Is that the backpack? No. The fuck is the backpack on this thing? This is the model that was starting to get the pretty intense backpack on it. Let's see where we put that. Ooh. Not in here. That sucks. That I have to find. This model's getting left out. Oshima ones are nice. They are 130. Wait, 148. I didn't think they were 135th scale. I think Bandai made a 135th. You started with Tom from Denmark. Yeah. And then also started to modify it. That is correct, Tom. I also started to modify it because this is part of the remember Ruslam Bill? He started a sort of like do something unique to a model. Like do this kind of thing to a weapon, do this kind of thing to something else that's kind of out of your norm. And that model was this one. That's the one I was going to be using for that kind of build off. Unfortunately, Bill disappeared. I know that he was going through a lot of stuff. I'm hoping, praying if Bill's out there and he hears this, I hope he's doing well. Bill is a great guy, an amazing modeler, like an incredibly gifted, talented person, and I hope he finds his way back to the hobby. Bandai had it in 160 or 100. There's a 130, but it is only the bust. Yeah, I thought for some reason it was okay. I could be wrong. Pro Pack team. Okay, these get tossed. Now that I've talked about that with others. Okay. All right, I got Misa Hayase sitting inside this this little bin right here. I should get her finished off sooner rather than later. This is going to be a conversation with, actually, maybe not. You know what? Maybe what I'll do with her is I'm going to apply the techniques in that paint kit that I got. That would be nice. So she's a shelf queen. But it also has the Ingram and I won't buy a fucking Moderoid if I can avoid it. If there's somebody else making something, I'll buy it from them. I won't buy that one. Where's her legs? Over the paint booth. They were painted. Now I'm trying to figure out why they're still up there. Oh, by the way. All right. This is one of the first times I'd actually seen. Let's see if I can get the focus a little bit. They included water slide decals for the eyes. Am I focusing? Let's see if I can. I'd like to see if I get this thing to focus, to behave a little bit. See if we can kind of slowly sneak up on this thing. Woo! Yeah. I'm not going to bother doing it right now. Anyway, they're water slides for the eyes. Those are going right there. She will get worked on sooner rather than later because she's actually just, all I need to do is just do some painting on her. I'd like to get her done this year, get her to PACON if possible. Misa Hayase. This is the EMI one. Assembled, short list, shelf queen. Done. Okay. In fact, I will put her legs down. There we go. She's got legs, and she knows how to use them. think we can get rid of the box. Hey, Edwin. Good evening. How are you? Hayasemise. West. Which one do I want of these two? Oh, either one. I'll go with this one. Recycle this one. And that tag is getting saved. You know what? I'm going to crack open this little tube of glue. Let's see how it looks. Not a fan of Moderoid. No, I actually, in general, I think their models are not that great. Everyone that I built has been mediocre at best. Some of them have been terrible. And the detailing on a bunch of them is also really not good. So would I buy them? If it's the only one making a property that I want. As an example, the Giant Robo. I love the Giant Robo design, but the quality of the finish of that thing was awful. It's like, I mean, the detailing on it was like, what were you guys thinking? I mean, honestly. Oshima is nice. The plastic isn't as hard. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Edwin. Good evening. How are you? You see, Destiny is finished, so now I need to make the part 2 video sometime this week. Nice. How many MGSDs are there so far? That's a good question. I know the Strike Freedom, Wing Custom, Barbatos, and the Aerial. Okay, fellas, got to head out. I'll be in touch and give you the rundown on things. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Clint. Hey, again, all the best to you. All the best to everybody. And have fun today. Take some photos, brother. That'll be fun. Let's see if I do a little of this. I'm going to try moving some stuff over here a little bit. Interesting. I might do that. So it starts to blind a little bit, but let's experiment with a little of that. One batch of printing last night went wrong. Oh, only 8 of the 20 prints. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, Edwin. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just going to recycle this. Okay, I'm back. Man, I wish I were able to head down to MosquitoCon. That'd be great. It is a show. I enjoyed the one time that I went. It was definitely a fun show. Let's see what ends up happening now that I've actually changed the lighting a little bit here. Yeah. You can see your washer and dryer in fine detail. I know. Isn't that great? There we go. Yeah, just the washer. I ordered a third-party MGSD Aerial from AliExpress yesterday because it comes with effects parts to hold all the bits. Nice! How are we going to monitor the paper towel situation with the new camera? Oh. Oh my God, you're right. It's not visible anymore. I guess we're not. All right. I'm just going to set this aside with Misa, and I will be working on her. I do want to get her done. I think I got all the core painting done. I don't think that there's anything else. The striping looks good. Yeah, actually, most of the stripes on the bands on the arms came out better than originally. Maybe have to touch them up. Have to touch up that orange a little bit. See what happens when we hit it with a flat coat. I need to print 30 sets of wild orcs. That's a lot of orcs. Wonder if you can set the camera to portrait mode instead of landscape. Maybe. Yeah, all that will happen during the experimentation phase when I get the new laptop. I'm sorry, the new small computer here. But that's not going to happen for a short while. Okay, that's done. Let's see. Next, what's in this box? Considering I thought the Kubali was up there, what's in here? What the fuck is up there? Okie dokie. Oh, it's the Kubali. Arms, shoulders. Then we can see the precious paper towels. Oh, I prefer not. This one will be an interesting one to rework. Backpack with all the little bits on it. I actually have down here. I'll show you in just a second. I've got the actually, let me put all this stuff right in this bin. Yeah. Get this stuff out. Kubali will be the last one. I got to get more parts. But I got the effects parts for this thing too. Really good movie, actually. I haven't watched that film in, oh my Lord, probably since near at the time it came out. It is on the list to rewatch just because it just seems like it's one of those films that you probably want to rewatch, right? Isn't the camera on a Dutch angle or is it just me? What's a Dutch angle? Is this like an inebriation thing? Gotta go for now. See you all tomorrow. Edwin, have a lovely evening, my friend. Thank you. Good morning, Emma. How are you? Happy Saturday to you. Okay. In fact, we're gonna do a thing. Okay. Something with that. I have no idea what these parts are for. Good. Lovely. Emma, what are you going to do today? What's on your itinerary? These, what are these from? I'm going to leave them right in this bin, but not sure what they're for. We'll say need more scene stuff like bricks, stones. Yeah. Dutch angle is a cinematography term where the camera is deliberately tilted on its roll axis, creating a diagonal non-level horizon. Thank you, Wikipedia. We're going to see the Liberty Bell. Really? You guys going down to Philly today? So, little story about that. Last year? What the hell was it? It was either last year or the year before when my daughter was looking at Temple University and Drexel. We went to Philadelphia, and I was like, I wanted to see a lot of the the Liberty Bell, the exhibits there, which I hear are now decimated. Thank you, government. Yeah, you are in Philly. Oh, awesome. I loved it. There's all of the Declaration stuff and everything like that was on display. It was fabulous. My wife and I did that while my daughter was doing a dance thing. I thought it was fabulous. Of course, my family's like, "That's it." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." It's like when we saw the Magna Carta. I was excited. It's like I'm seeing a little piece of history, and my family's like, we waited in 45-minute lines just to see that. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, okay." But I loved it. And Philly's great. There's a great sushi place in Philly, by the way. Like one of the best sushi places I've ever been to. Where the USS New Jersey, yes. Ah, nice. See, I couldn't take my family to that. They would never want to see that. So, question, is Emma still listening? In America terms, the vertical lines with the shelving behind the table. Yeah, it could be that the camera is a little bit tilted because it's literally sitting on top of a bottle right now. All that. Yes. So is Emma into all this stuff too, like the New Jersey and all this historical stuff? Because if she is, I'm totally jealous. Let's get those models to work. Get those models to work. For that box. Okay, break down this box top. Depends on the actual topic and if she's fed. More compliant when there's food in her. I love it. Emma, did you enjoy the seeing the New Jersey? The only thing I wanted to see when we went down there, one of our times, I've talked about this. It was almost 2 years ago when we went to see the. It was parked for 30 years, and I saw it just before they moved it out. The SS United States. Oh, looks like they're going to be construction on it has been almost completed, and it is very shortly going to be made into a reef. No. Who is into New Jersey? Isn't that just the landfills of New York? No, come on. She said it smelled just like the state. Dude, it's gotten better. There were times when we used to drive through the Jersey Turnpike, and it was awful. I don't remember the last, because how many times we've been down that way? I don't know. 6, 7 times over the last 2 years. It weren't that bad anymore. All right, we got the box broken down. Now what I'm going to do is a bit of an executive decision here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, all this shit's good. I'm gonna put all this stuff away. I'm gonna grab the sticks now. It is still awful. Yeah, I guess. We crossed the bridge in the Staten Island, and boom, the O'Dare. Oh dear, the O'Dare. This thing has more dust caked on it. But this is necessity. This needs to get done. So you finally moving the Kubli? Yes. Have to. George, seriously, there is some 13 solid waste landfills in the Golden State. There might be. Wow, interesting. But yeah, it's time to look. again, my process for painting, I mean, granted, when I do paint, because it's not my forte, has also changed. So how I'm going to go about this is also going to be different. I'm also seeing parts up here that for the life of me, I can't remember what the hell they're for. All this back stuff here, that's actually a model that probably will get, it's probably going to get set aside in a different fashion. That is the Baowu. I'm not sure that model will ever get done at this point. All the dust is, oh my God. The amount of dust on this stuff, oh yeah, it's insane. So what the hell was this? Now I'm trying to figure out what some of this stuff up here is. This is a gun of some sort. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's the eyes for the Kubli. I, for the life of me, don't know what half of this stuff is. I might have to see if I can assemble this thing just to figure it out. It's a cannon, but for what? All right, we'll leave this right here. Figure this out. And that, I think, eliminates that. Good. All right, so we're going to put all this stuff on top of this lid, and we're going to start cleaning it off and taking it off of sticks and putting it in a box and shelf cleaning it. Let's see. You're going to need to pressure wash the Kubli. Yeah, possibly. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it focuses. You can see all the dust on it. Yuck. That's not the worst of it. Time to repurpose these sticks. Like I said, it'll all get into a bath at some point. But it is time to put it away. Yeesh. Belongs in the Museum of Natural History. I don't think it's that bad, Tom. But this has been kind of a long time coming, so I'm happy to be able to do this. The dust hasn't fossilized. Yeah. I guess it should, right? I do like the Kubli a lot too. It's like such a super fun design. Don't know why that was up there without a stick. going to the Mutter Museum. What's the Mutter Museum? Yeah, what's the Mutter Museum? And where is it? Museum of Medical Oddities. Oh, nice. Hey, Ray, welcome. Oh, anatomical anomalies and stuff. Where is that located? I think it's got massive hands. Not sure he's going to enjoy that. They have the soap lady there. Who the hell is the soap lady? Ken, you're starting to scare me. I mean, Ray already does, but you're starting to scare me. One of the movies. Yeah, Ray certainly has an interesting time of popping in, doesn't he? Runaways. Ray. Sometimes there's going to be a sneezing fit coming later. Let's get all that blue tack off. Anatomical anomalies. Yeah, that sounds like a fun museum for the family. Go to South Street. That's why I use a vacuum. I could, but I'd probably suck up the part too, and that would be bad. So it's not a big deal. It's not like there's a ton of that. Well, there is and there isn't. There we go. All right, that's done. Instructions I'm going to tuck in underneath. This thing is ready to be put away. Do that. Now we've got all of these here. Oops. Oh, I forgot one part. I dropped the part. Leave all this stuff right here for now and get that squared away later. By the way, gas is $3.77 here. How much was it before, Nick? Need a small handheld vacuum. Yeah, who knows? I might pick one up one of these days. Why not? Forgot this one part. Yay, more sticks to put new kids on for years to come. I hope not. My hope is that this will actually inspire me to get some stuff painted. The little SD kit is on the horizon to get done. Oh boy, that's gonna take a bite out of the wallet, Nick. Everyone has a great weekend. Go see Dad. Alrighty, take it easy, Tony. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll catch you hopefully tomorrow. Cost me $85 to fill up this. Oh God, $85. What the hell were you filling up, Ken? That's a very far horizon. 268 to 373. It went up from 367 in the last 3 days. Later, Tony. Went from 280 to 390. Yeah. Yep. We're sort of in that same place, hovering right around the $3.80 to $4. I've been topping off my tank every day. So I go out because it's never going to be cheaper. Cost me $75 to fill up. Damn. So y'all can make fun of my Prius. Have at it. Even now, thankfully, it's about $32 to fill it up. It used to be $23. So you're pumping like $65, $75 in. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Bad. Finished staining the deck yesterday, but spending a couple hours on my knees, I was feeling like Ken. Nice. You all right, Ray? Hey, Ryan. Welcome. Been a while. Hope all is well. Just saw you were online before heading to bed. Yeah. How's things, man? How are things in your world? In the world of Lego? Oh, if I could afford a hybrid, I would have gotten one. My Forte has like a 12-gallon. Yeah, I've got like a 9-gallon tank. And takes me it's only about about $32. Don't get me wrong. I liked it when it was 20 to 23. Wife and I now work in the community. It costs a common number 2 to fill this tank. Nice. Yeah, it must be convenient not having to go too far, right, Joe? The new Prius are nice look. Oh, they are. And that's on the horizon. Just got to see financially if we can make it swing given what's going on right now. Hopefully by the end of the year, that's kind of the plan. Given the damage that was done to mine right now, it's just, you know what? I've had it for 6 years. It's approaching 200,000 miles. Time for it to move on. I'm running a hybrid. Really? On collaboration with 5 others. In collaboration with 5. Nice. Damn. All right, we got that. This will get recycled. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to pop this glue open to see what it looks like. Because why not? I don't know what this thing is. No, I don't want that. No. That design's changing. Let's pop this open. AI is killing the memory game. Nice. What kit are you working on at the moment? Ryan, I just finished a plane, and now I'm just doing bench cleaning because there's stuff around here that's been floating around for so long. In fact, why don't we do it this way? Yeah, it's been so long. I'm actually kind of excited about getting this thing cleaned up. Here we go. We're just going to slice the God. God, it's like the Andromeda strain. There's nothing inside. Another reason, AI sucks. They get like 300 miles on a tank. I never let it get below a quarter of a tank. I don't know what it costs if I let it get to empty. Maybe 90. Oh, man. Yeah, wow. I got to tell you, guys, this is, like I said, not a political thing, but man, this is not good. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon. Not good. Nice. Where are you posting your work these days? Only on YouTube. Yeah, I may on and off go on to Blue Sky. Definitely not Instagram or Facebook. I finally closed one of my Facebook accounts just because it's like, I don't even know why the hell I still have it. I might close the other one if I can remember how to access it. I will keep the that might be where it is. I will likely keep my my Instagram will stay because there's just too much stuff on there. And I believe there's a way of extracting info. Oh, yeah, it's all dried. It's all desiccated at this point. Doesn't surprise. Anyway, so those tubes are dead. DED dead. But yeah, not doing a lot with except for like the live stream and posting here. Not really doing much with anything else. George, didn't you hear? We got them right where we want them. They will surrender any day now, or we'll just walk away. It's getting harder and harder to be optimistic about any of this stuff. Harder and harder. Put that scrap right there. I love this toy. Maybe we can get a bunch of these things for the Department of Defense, and that'll kind of distract them from, I don't know, the real world. Random paint question. What happens if you flat coat over a pearl coat? I would take a guess that it would mat it down to the point where it loses some of that pearliness. You can always experiment. All good, man. Well, I'm off to bed, so I'll catch you later. Ryan, take it easy, my friend. Good to see you pop in. Thank you. Okay. Small batteries. I need to find a home for batteries. I should test the batteries. But it don't make thing go boom. It don't make boom. I'm going to give her my card to French fry oil. Can you do that? That'd be kind of cool. I'll tell you. That'd be kind of cool. I got to find the 1/60th scale Zeta. Put that away before that gets lost. All right, we got a couple of different paints here. What the hell was this one for? These had to be for the Machine and Krieger kit. I'll save those. These are going to get washed. Okay. Bring over the Task, since the Task is also going to be part of this shelf queening. How's it looking under here? Not great. Not going to lie, not great. No, to organic garlic. Oh, yeah. Powered by garlic. That would be awesome. Reminds me of Lightning Saddles and Panel Scene. Chicken Devils. They love these things. Trump picks up. Battery is dead. Let's see. Here it is. What's in here? More of the Jan Krieger. Damn. All right. I got to consolidate all the Krieger. Here it is. Here it is. The Final Effects kit. God, I picked this thing up many moons ago. And the funny thing is, if I look at it now, I'm not really sure I want to use it. My taste in models has changed so much. I just don't see myself using this. So maybe pick up a Kubli, strap them together, donate it. Let's see. I like clear plastic. Yeah, do you have a Kubli to go with it? I mean, it is cool. I mean, what it can do, like with all the bits and everything like that. Or funnels, but bits. Yeah. And again, it also includes that, you know, that plastic stand right there. Oops, sorry. Right there. Which sucks. I hate those stands. Yeah. Anyway, this thing's probably going to get given away or something. Okay, let's see what we got here. We are getting closer. Oh, there we go. These are the, needed that. Parts for the, what they call it. Parts for the stuff that I was working on for the Gundam Mark II. So that's part of the backpack. Let's see if I can zoom in enough for you guys to see. But there's actually that entire framing has been completely redone with some details added, and the inside has louvers, which I basically, they're metal louvers. I remember what I used for the metal, but it's kind of cool. So that I need to find the, what the hell's in here? A big fucking clamp. Okay. We're going to go through this box. What time is it? Yeah. I'm going to be on here until around 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to call it a session. Organic garlic powder. Yeah, dude. Powered by garlic. I think it sounds great. Task. Kublai and Task. Got to put them on my Shelf Queen list. How many Kublais do I have? Oh, okay. The Final Effect kit. Got 5 of them, according to this. Oh, the SD, which I gave to my sister. Built that up years ago and gave that to my sister. The original 220 from the 1985 collection. Yep. Box number 6. Yep. The 1144 HG, which is assembled. Assembled, waiting. I'm going to mark it now. Not paint booth. Shelf Queen. There we go. Done. And now the... Oh, I forgot to do the Gundam Mark II. What the fuck is that? The 178, find and replace. Forgot to do that one. The original one for construction. Yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of in construction phase. Started building with Tom, IG, under work desk, IE, Shelf Queen. All right, we got that. Let's get these parts thrown in. Some stuff. Ooh, no call-outs today. Nice. Throw all the little bits and pieces in here into the box. Like so. Kenichi Ishibashi, once again. So I will likely try to replicate. I will customize. We'll try to replicate. I'm going to see if you guys can see this. Hopefully it'll zoom in. Take a look at, this is why I love Kenichi Ishibashi's work. Take a look at the detail, like all the panel lines and everything like that. It's just such a fabulous, fabulous design. I love his box art. I love his box art. All right, let's do the task. Earnings at the intersection have been down since gas prices going up. Yeah, sorry. I could put more gas in the tank, or I could give you something. That little that I had no longer exists. Crazy times, my friends. Crazy times. Let's just take Southern Cross. ATAC, ATAC, ATAC. The GMP Lana Isavia. The GMP Alan Davis. The NAD Jun Yamashita. And the task Paul Nordoff, I believe, is the one. Yep, construction, customizing, short list. Kind of begs the question, what the hell's on? No, that's not a short list. Ooh, wrong one. That's wrong. Sometimes you just got to fix shit and then just mark it as shelf queen. There we go. Hoping we get a raise this year. That means profits have to increase, don't they, Tom? Maybe for you guys, they will. I mean, you work in like some heavy private sector money-making bullshit thing. So, yeah, I'm sure. I'm just trying to make sure I keep my job. You're not charging more at the pump. Speaking of gas prices, not more than $10 per gallon here. Speaking of gas rates, now more than $10 per gallon. I literally heard my wallet cry. Peter, can you remind me again where it was prior? I thought you said you would bring that up in the chat. I also work for an Asian country. I didn't realize that. I never said that. Must be other Ray. I really hate it when you get us confused. Love it. All right. And this is something that I will probably end up repairing at some point. Took a tumble. This is the, if anybody remembers, like these things were like the hottest thing for a short while. The armored nuts. This was the chestnut. So it kind of took a tumble, fell apart a little bit. I'll try to get it put together again. Interestingly enough, it looks like the plastic is yellowing. Anyway, it's a cute model that requires a lot of work to make it look even close to good. Yeah, the funny thing, it looks like the plastic is yellowing. It's kind of wild. Huh. So got to figure this guy out. All right, but we've created a little bit of space under here. Let's get the let's get this out. Yeah, there's something that tells me the Baowu I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. Good for pipes, hoses. Oh man, we're gonna work on this right now, and then I'm gonna. What time is it? Shit, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Notes. Dead runner. Instructions. Bunch of these bottles I don't need anymore. Let's see. I think ABS yellows easily. Might be. I didn't think that was made out of ABS though. I could be wrong. Right, so I literally have again parts here that got runners in here. that can just go away. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm kind of excited about doing this, getting rid of this shit. HG Bao made in 2000. Wow. Do that one. Gone. Stickers. Yay. Gone. Hey, what's going on, Dwayne? Good morning. Post-COVID prices were about $750. Wow, that's significant. That sucks, Peter. Go do something with your Saturday. I am. I'm going to go outside and get some yard work done, I think. Bao eye stickers. Yeah, the Bao insignia. Interesting that they give me this one. Okay, insignia. The ABS runner, dead. Cut up all that stuff. This is also... Why the hell did I keep this? The biggest jump was post-Katrina jump. There's a reason we're selling more EVs than ICE cars. ICE cars? Apparently, Woods is coming to Northampton. Nice. Not that ICE. Internal combustion engine. Okay. Really? Who's making your EVs, or where? What are the big ones? Are these a lot of the Chinese companies? Not that ICE. Everywhere else in the world, EV are outselling ICE, but not the US. Yeah, of course. When you got somebody who's basically like all into petroleum, like it's nobody's fucking business. Big, beautiful coal. Whatever the fuck he calls it. Drill, baby, drill. Anyway. Sorry. Going down a bit of a dark path now. This is determined to be a has priority. Yeah, exactly. Just because it's just the stupidest fucking thing. Stupid. At the same time, I've been, Dwayne, I want to thank you again for introducing me to Heather Cox Richardson. I'm listening to an interview that Jon Stewart did with her. And it's fascinating, particularly her opinion that I also have, that in some ways, we're the world order is changing, but it's doing so in a way that that maybe it was kind of a necessity. Maybe we needed a reset where the US wasn't, the center of it all. It's an interesting interview. I think it's mainly Tesla, VW, and Korean Chinese manufacturers. Yeah. Tesla's really, are they still selling? ACR has kept my blood pressure down. Yeah. In a way. I mean, I don't think she's any different than the rest of them in that regard. But because the topic is still pretty weighty. But she's certainly pretty good. But she's also getting kind of like, also, you can get a sense of frustration from her, which is humorous as hell. And then, last night too, yeah. I'm about, probably about a third of the way through it. It's really good. I will give our president the credit that he is due. He is absolutely changing the world order in which the U.S. will become less and less relevant. Or maybe less important. Not necessarily, again, the foundation of everything. And that may not be a bad thing. You know, any one country wields too much power, it becomes a very dangerous thing. It's an interesting interview. I highly recommend it if you guys have an opportunity. Jon Stewart, was it This Week with Jon Stewart? His interview with Heather Cox Richardson. Very good. What the hell? That will go away because, man, what the fuck? Interesting. It's very informative. Keeps her tone. She's even, yeah. I didn't realize. I knew that she was a professor. I just didn't realize she was a professor of history at BC. Let's see. We're finally getting kicked out of the world stage, and it's fair. Oh, I agree. And actually, I think it's not a bad thing. It creates a global reset, which is not sometimes bad. Hate to put it that way. It's not being un-American, but there's something to be said about it. Let's see. I got a big, beautiful boot. Go right up. Nice. Let's get my bookers. I listened to that interview. Oh, that's right. We're finally getting kicked out of the world stage. Well, we have spent years making the charger infrastructure for EVs, so we are prepared for the adoption rate. Nice. She's just very informative. Keeps her tone even. She's educational, which is better than most others. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. Tesla is still selling, just not like before. Yeah. Okay. So I've got all these Baowu parts in here. I think what we're going to do is we are going to take those parts down, throw them into this bin, and this will become part of the... I mean, it's all here. I guess in many ways, I guess I could finish the Baowu. I mean, I've got everything here. What the fuck? Why not? Let's put the water... I'm sorry, the water slides. These are just stickers. I'm going to put the stickers in here. Right there. How many Baowu? I've got both the green and the red one in HG. And I probably have the original. I'm pretty sure I've got the original one as well. Tesla at least was a major player. Don't know if Elon's loving ways has ruined that. Europeans tend to frown on that kind of behavior. Yeah, and no offense, as should we all. Because I don't care what anybody says. That what he did, that was not a, hey, that's not what I meant. Oh, yes, it was, you fucker. Oh, yes, it was. I couldn't even tell you what paint that was originally. It's got a beautiful brassy color to it. For the life of me, I don't remember what the hell I used. It was probably, if I were to guess at this point, it was probably some kind of a what they call it, acrylic paint. Fuck if I remember now. And you tend to frown upon expensive prices. Isn't that just a stereotype, Tom? Oof. Though they do love posh brat, yeah. Actually, that's a conversation I'd rather not have online right now, Tom, but I would love to have a conversation with you about that. Because that is, there seems to be something about not wanting to spend in poshness. I'm kind of curious about. Yeah, definitely. I will never touch any of the products. Yeah, Teslas aren't even good cars. The QC sucks. I think Dwayne might kind of challenge you on that. QC has actually been good. They were always highly rated with Consumer Reports. Now, I'm not sure if things have changed, But oh yeah, that's the one that broke. I do remember. Come on. Damn. Skewer. Like you see, 6 out of 10 Asians drive a Tesla. 6 out of 10 Asians drive a Tesla? Where? Really? Huh. This was eviscerated by Consumer Reports 5 years ago. Was it really? I did not know that. At one point, they were like the darlings in Consumer Reports. Interesting. I've never seen a Tesla in Japan. They buy European or Japanese cars mainly. Yeah. But what about a lot of the new well, actually, that begs the question. What is Toyota doing for like straight up EVs? I believe they have a Prius that is an EV. This, I believe, is one of the broken parts. Let's take a peek here. Oh, but yes, indeed. Yeah, this is one of the parts that broke. Yep. Toyota's definitely the way to go. Oh, yeah. No, I will. Given my experience with Toyotas, knock on wood, their reliability, no. Wouldn't even have to be a Prius. I just love that they are like remarkably reliable cars. Dag nabbit. Let's see what we got. Sorry, guys. I'm missing a couple of things here. I was eviscerated. Also not a fan of the idea that you have to go to them to get it serviced. Well, that kind of makes sense right now because who else would you take it to have it serviced? The thing is basically a four-wheel computer. Teslas are too big for Japan. Even the Model 3? Interesting. Way to go. They complain from one piece, not 5 pieces. My at least Tesla are too big for Japan. You have the versions of Toyota and Honda. Yeah. Toyotas are great. I've had good luck with Nissans. Yeah. Oh, you don't drive a Nissan. You drive an Infiniti. Come on. Call it for what it is. Oh, what the hell is that? No idea. There we go. I'm going to leave these here and clean those up, maybe shorten them because these are just way too fucking long. Or maybe I'll leave them long. I haven't decided yet. Figure it out. All cars are four-wheel computers. Yes, but not like a Tesla. They're wide. The 3 might be okay, but most people have K cars there. This just locks down their tech in a way that may not be entirely legal, since all other car manufacturers are required to make their cars repairable by independent shops. Oh, fair enough. The 3 is considered compact in the States, but it would be full size in Japan. I love our Nissan Versa, our baby red potato. Nice. Yeah, but same thing. Owned 2 Maximas before that. Very good vehicles. Nice. Yeah, here's the thing. Right now, all I care about is it reliable? Does it drive well enough? I don't need luxury. I just need it to be reliable. And so far, that's why, like, of all the cars I've ever owned, all of them, the by far, this has been the most reliable car. I mean, VWs, I would never own a VW. The thing is, VWs are shit. Every VW we had some kind of like crazy shit and not a lot of longevity. And as much as I love the drive of a Mazda, also it gets over 100,000 miles and you're starting to put a lot more effort into it. Comment on this was the electric motor. That is the only A++ rating. Toyota was late EV market. They had the Prius, but it's a hybrid, right? And they now have the BZ4X Urban Cruiser, and Honda has, I'm assuming, the CHR Plus. Isn't that a Honda? Maybe I'm wrong. Models that are plug-in EVs. You can repair Tesla independently, and they have car-based service protocols. You can access their full service process manual online. Nice. Ooh, what time's I gotta get rolling here? Always loved older Toyota Land Cruisers. Yeah. I love to have a Toyota, a Mazda, or a Subaru, but I'm priced out of anything but a Kia. Not necessarily. Yeah, maybe. And again, maybe. My wife has she's got a Kia Niro EV, or hybrid, I should say. It's a terrific little car. All right, let's break down this box. That just cleared out a lot of space. All right. There we go. All right, we'll throw this under here for the mo. I love my Toyota Aygo. It's AYGO, not EIGO. I have a Hyundai. I love my Toyota. Mazda is a favorite too, but their electronics need to step up to the 20 at least. They're very laggy. Yeah, I just don't think they're very reliable. That's the only issue I had with them. Get to 100,000 miles and the thing starts becoming a cost ineffective, shall we say. Friend has Hyundais and loves their warranty. Yep. Yeah, so far so good with my wife's car. It drives well. You know, again, the only concern I have is what happens when you get to 200,000 miles. Well, if you get an old 60s series Land Cruiser, I'll have to settle for my first generation 4Runner due to cost. Yeah. Okay, time for me to head out. Yeah, me too, Dwayne. Dwayne, take it easy, brother. Thank you for popping in. Always lovely to see you. I'm assuming you're stateside again, or are you still overseas? Let's see. Friend has Hyundais and loves their warranty. Yep. Later, Dwayne. 4Runners are cool trucks. Mazda needs to make another rotary. Mazda reliability is because of their old history with Ford, but the newer cars last forever. I don't know. Do they? Wankel. Not yet. Okay, you're still overseas, yeah, and not planning on returning anytime soon, right? At least until 2028. Stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. Cleanup has started, and this is going to take a few days. I want to go through my paints. I want to go through my drawers here. I want to go through all of this stuff. I might even rearrange some of the materials that I have back there just to kind of make it a little bit more accessible. We'll see. Anyway, but my friends, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you can. As we've seen, this world is getting every day. It's the craziest thing. I don't think I've ever seen it. Every day, it just feels like we're slipping more and more into psychosis. It's unbelievable. But let's see what we can do to change that tune. Go out there and do what we do here onto the real world. Brighten it as much as you possibly can. Anyway, guys, go do good. Enjoy the day. Love you all. And I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.